sit you mad, clout chasing, cum guzzler, op gobbler, cinch on 5-5 Crip.
Fair on Buenos Dias, Gunners Collective TV. Shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate you guys tapping in. Let's get to that intro. Welcome back to the channel. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content thing that I stay kicking. And I appreciate the support. I'm very humbled by it. Fair, fair, fair on 5-5 Crip. Crip Mac, man, has done it again, right? He just wants to accumulate enemies on behalf of his fucking papi, right? Adam 22, who puts a little birdie in his ear and makes him say whatever he wants him to say. And the man doesn't know no better. He's on his Marty McFly shit, right? He doesn't know no better. Right now, at this point in time, he's being so utilized. He's out there in backyards while they're barbecuing, getting knocked out by short people. It's a crazy situation that Crip Mac finds himself in. But he went on the No Jumper podcast and had a lot to say about Lefty Gunplay. And oh, does a lot of people hate him. Hating, man. Got a lot to say about Lefty Gunplay. Now, we all know Lefty Gunplay once upon a time was on the No Jumper podcast and then refused to double back. Wanted a $10,000 bag to go entertain fucking Adam's frivolous investigative questions, right? And when he did not go back on No Jumper, Adam got upset. He got mad and he had a whole lot to say about Lefty Gunplay. Him and Whack 100, him and pretty much everyone that went on there. He always tended to mention Lefty Gunplay to try to get a derogatory statement made on Lefty because he was hating on the fact that Lefty wasn't letting him fucking playing the reindeer games. And so now the latest victim of this fucking smear campaign against Lefty has been Crip Mac, to which Crip Mac actually sat down on No Jumper and called out Lefty Gunplay, talked a lot of shit about Lefty Gunplay without even having talked ever to Lefty or knowing who he is. See, ever since Lefty Gunplay has sobered up, ever since he went to a sober living facility and got his shit together and is now 8 months sober, looking healthy, doing right, hanging around with people like The Game, hanging around with people like, music executives in Hollywood, throughout LA, New York City. I mean, he's making power moves wearing shower shoes. He's doing his thing because he won a Grammy. And I know Boohoo, Adam, Whack 100, and all you guys, Crip, that doesn't like the fact that he won a Grammy and doesn't think he deserves it. You can't change it. You can't you can't go back to the future, right? It is what it is. That man said 4 words and he got him a Grammy. He got him a participation prize, and guess what? It is well deserved. And yes, Adam and Sitch, Lefty's on the map now. Lefty's doing his thing. So why not congratulate him and be happy that someone made it from the streets, from a Pelican Bay prison cell, from a level 4 yard to the booth telling the truth, right? To doing his thing. I, for one, I'm proud of Lefty. I got to say it 3 times. I'm proud. Destruction, right? I'm proud. And no, there will be no destruction of Lefty Gunplay's career. He was on the verge of tipping the scale on his own career at one point in time due to his meth usage and everything else and the people he kept around him. But he clawed his way up out of that. He made the right move. And now he's getting his mind right. And now he's shining right. And of course, you got Adam, who's basically jealous, envious of the fact that Lefty did his thing without him. He didn't need him to uplift him. He didn't need that platform to help him get that bag. He got it regardless of what Adam had to say, regardless of the smear campaign that Adam was spreading. And now Adam got his puppet. He's his puppet. Fair, right? He's got his puppet Crip Mac going in on Lefty. Now, of course, according to Crip Mac, he's mad at Lefty Gunplay because there was some comparison there, right? And while he was incarcerated, a lot of people were comparing Lefty Gunplay to being the Mexican version, or whatever fucking nationality he is, version of Crip Mac. And no, there's no similarities there. Lefty was acting out the way Lefty was acting out because he was inebriated most of the time. He was willing to say what was ever on his chest, whereas Crip Mac definitely has some mental issues. Crip Mac is easily manipulated and utilized by people like Adam and those around him, people that scam him and get him for money and make him look stupid and do stupid things for a tiny piece of a bag. Lefty's getting big bag. He's doing big bag boy things, right? Whereas fucking the situation, right, is doing no jumper numbers, I guess, right? I don't know. But I know that he sat down with Adam, and Adam instigated a whole conversation about Lefty Gunplay, to which Crip Max said there was people comparing him to Lefty, and he ain't Lefty, and he called out Lefty, and Lefty was all type of sitches and all types of different things. And he doesn't even know that man. He's going based upon what other people are telling him. He's never sat down with that man. He's never entertained a conversation with that man. And it seems like everyone that hates Lefty for prospering and doing better in life, right, is going to utilize people's stupid asses like Crip Mac to say some harsh things and to critique someone when he is in no position to do so. He is fresh out of a federal prison stint, which that doesn't make a man out of you, right? And is lucky that he's even being acknowledged on the airwaves as a person who's done something in his life. He should be trying to get with his baby's mama and take care of his kid and do all that. But instead, he sits around the all day around a table with grown, strange men talking about other men. It's a trip, right? It definitely is a trip. And for him calling out Lefty Gunplay, I'm glad that Lefty Gunplay has this thing that he does. It's called not acknowledging the bullshit. Do you remember when bands from the Norte went in on Lefty Gunplay, pulled up to his neighborhood, shot a music video, had a fake Lefty in the video smoking the pipa, did all that? There was never any response. Lefty made the next move his best move. He was smart. And I even said that to myself. I was like, man, this dude's playing chess, not checkers. If he would have indulged in that back and forth, that would have kept him in that box of the frivolousness of entertaining social media. Instead, that man pushed on, let whoever said and do whatever they did do, and kept on and got to the stage in Los Angeles for a Grammy Award alongside Kendrick Lamar. There's not a lot of people in the world that can say that they were on the album, the #1 album in the world last year. Lefty can say that. He might have only had 4 words, but like I said in the past, that's 4 more words than any of us had. And I respect it. Now, I'm not a big Lefty Gunplay fan, but I'm a fan of his recovery. I'm a fan of a man that was in prison doing something better with his life, because that's exactly what I'm trying to do. Lefty is actually paving the way for a lot of us ex-convicts that are trying to get into the entertainment business, that are trying to get into the content creating business, social media business. He is showing and laying down a demo. Crip Max should be very, very proud of the moves that Lefty Gunplay is making, because he's laying a motherfucking blueprint out there for people to follow, including Crip Mac. But see, Crip Mac's blueprint is already laid out. Adam laid that one out for him. Show up at 8 and leave at 9:30 at night. Fair! Right? For the little old fucking $500-600 bag he gets a week. Craziness. It's wild, right? At the same time, there's a lot of people that are going to say, you're just jealous because you can't be on No Jumper kicking it with Adam. And I'm here to tell you that there's a fucking false lie, right? If Maury fucking got the fucking lie detector test to fucking reveal that one, they tell you that is a damn lie. I just don't see why this concocted beef between Lefty Gunplay and C-Mac needs to go no further than this video. You know, I know Lefty's not going to acknowledge it. I know Lefty's not going to say anything about it, nor should he. That man is a recovering addict. That man is looking healthy in life. That man, I'm sure, is taking care of his family, his children, his bag, securing his career, and he's got plenty more and doing big things. He's got a lot of things coming, right? Whereas Crip Mac, the only thing he has coming is sitting around a table with Adam, twiddling his fingers, talking about Whack 100 all over again and Lefty Gunplay. It's nuts, right? It's crazy the things that are happening on social media right now. But I said it a long time ago. If you ever watch my channel, it's a big circle. It's people talk about it's just going to go round and round and round and round. Everyone creates beef. There's a lot of beef creators. People that create beef just to have something so they could throw out there so you'll watch it. You know, because they know drama sells. So they create fake beef. They judge a man on what he does. They're quick to throw a man under the bus when they've never even lived in his shoes, never lived his lifestyle, don't understand what he's going through or where he's been, his past. Instead, they want to wreck his future for a few views. They want strange people watching their channel, and they want to wreck their whole shit, their life. A man's livelihood, a man's everything. Now, I'm not here to wreck fucking Crip Mac's livelihood. In fact, I like Crip Mac. I really do. Fair, right? I like Mama Bear, right? I like when Crip Mac was doing his thing with China Mac. That's where he gained notoriety and fame. That's when he was at his best, when he was being himself. Not when he's being manipulated by the No Jumper podcast and by Adam 22 and basically making him say bad things about good people. I'm not going to say Lefty's the best person. He's an ex-convict. He victimized people. He has victims, but he's changed. He's trying, man. Why kick a man when he's trying? If anything, throw him a rope and pull him on up, right? Or get right beside him and push. I'm telling you right now, Lefty's trying to make a career. He's trying to do a good thing, and he just happens to be rocking it for the brown, man, and that's always a plus. And instead of trying to help minorities and help black and brown, man, Adam continues to push him back with no caring in the world, right? If they fall, if they flounder, if they fail, whatever, as long as he gets the views. Crip Mac calling out Lefty Gunplay is a play. It's a play. He don't want to fight Lefty. Lefty will put all types of fucking on him, right? You know, you already seen Crip Mac as a victim. He just runs around YouTube getting victim by everyone. He let that dude Neon victimize him, right? I mean, come on now. That dude is V-I-C-T-U, however the fuck you spell it, right? But you get it. This calling out of Lefty Gunplay, I've seen a couple people make videos on it. I just wanted to shine some light and have a good time, man, because it happened about a week ago. It's not for reals. He don't want to fight Lefty. He don't want to talk bad about Lefty. He said what he said because he was told to say that. And that's just pretty much it. That's straight up facts, the real way it is, right? Crip Mac is really a humble dude, I could tell. Someone who wants the best in life, but has a lot of bad character steering him the wrong way. I sure, man, wish that I could get in his ear and be like, hey, bro, you're better than this. You're better than that. You know, you got family. You got people that watch you and support you. You got people that love the character that you put out there. You know, especially people like me, man. I remember the Crips back in the 90s when I was doing time. Everything was C. Sitch. Everything was, right? And he's like a throwback, like a new school, old school type motherfucker. And I like it. But that trying to create animosity between people just because your boss is jealous of their achievements is crazy. You know, ever since Lefty Gunplay won the Grammy, man, he's got more hate than love. And it's ridiculous, you know? In the beginning, the excuses was he was on drugs. He was making a fool of himself. He was getting caught up. Everyone was so concerned with what Lefty was doing, right? And then when Lefty got right, he can't get right, but he did. He found a way when he got right and he got that Grammy and he got his shit together. And now he's speaking eloquently and so professional and he's got good people around him. Now they found another reason to hate on him. Well, you didn't deserve that. You shouldn't have never got that. Well, he did. And if he didn't, he did. So how about that, Sitch? And it's just the way it is. You know, and I'm not playing North and South shit and saying because he's a Southern guy from Southern California that he doesn't deserve it because I'm from up North. No. Any man who puts in the work, who makes the right moves, who has the necessary contacts and is in the right place at the right time, hey, if they put in that work, they deserve it, man. And no gang affiliation and no drugs and no bullshit should hold them back from their potential. I think Crip Mac has a lot of potential too, but I don't think his potential is going to be on display unless he goes back with China Mac and gets rid of that zero and goes back with that hero, right? Because China Mac had his best intentions, right? But China Mac done moved on. He's on a different continent doing continental things at this point. I think Crip Mac, man, is being used, and it sucks to see that because he seems like a good person. But as far as him calling out Lefty Gunplay, he don't want that smoke. Lefty's not going to acknowledge that. He's way too big time now for that. This dude's kicking it with the game. He's kicking with all kinds of. Do you think he's going to acknowledge some fucking fat fucking chip to every? Seems like every time Crip Mac goes into jail, he comes out with a different another tooth missing. Like he has other things to worry about. Destruction, right? Then he's not going to destruct or deconstruct or fuck up Lefty Gunplay's momentum right now. So Adam, that was a fucked up play to do to put Crip Mac in a position where he's calling out a Southerner, right? When Crip Mac has been showing the Southerners so much love. You know, he said the Southerners blessed him in prison, in the feds, in the county. They showed him love, man. He had nothing but good things to say when he got out on the court steps or on the county steps. He was with the Southerner right there. Like, he's showing a lot of love for the South Side, right? And then for Adam to bring him in there and have him talk shit about a South Sider. And that questions, those are loaded questions. They're meant to get a response. They're clickbaitish, man. They want people to say bad things. And he, of course, he knows what riles fucking Crip Mac up, and he got Crip Mac to say some stupid ass shit for no reason, right? Calling out Lefty Gunplay. You don't want to fight him. You don't want to do nothing with Lefty, man, and I guarantee Lefty ain't trying to do nothing with you, and definitely not with Adam. I think the bag done went up, Adam. I think it's 100K now. You know, I know you mad. I know you're mad. Fair. Shoot him his fair bag. Anyways, with that being said, this is going to be a quick one, man. Just something to throw out there. I wanted to throw out there and let everyone know, you know, this shit is frivolous, man. Hey, Crip Mac don't want to fight no Lefty Gunplay, and Lefty Gunplay don't even know who Crip Mac is, probably. That's just that's just the way that goes. And there's no comparison there, right? Yeah, they are a little bit wild. They do got some character issues, right? But as far as anyone claiming that Crip Mac and Lefty Gunplay are the same, they are not even close to the same. One guy was manipulated by a substance. The other guy is manipulated by life. And it's crazy. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in, and that's the betterment of all people. This video right here is being sponsored by Barrio Liquors out there in Northern California, the Central Valley, Turlock. Go pull up to Turlock, Turlocos, man, and go get you something cold to drink right there at the Barrio. The #1 liquor store in all of the Central Valley and all of California, man. Barrio Liquors. Award-winning, for reals. Also by Sticks and Stones Yard Service. Man, make sure you pull up to Tucson, Arizona. If you got a new house, you got a business, you need someone who's going to hook you up and get your yard right, man, make sure that you Google Sticks and Stones Yard Service. He's got you covered like a state blanket, itchy, better warm, right? We got to look out for our small local raza businesses, man. Shout out to Crip Mac. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay. Fuck you, Adam. This is what I do. Bang, bang.